So this is it, the video for the carbon fiber spoiler, okay? This is for the Highland Model 3 Performance. I don't know if anybody else has a spoiler out yet at all for this car because, you know, it comes with an OEM boring black spoiler. Well, Yeslak came out with a real carbon fiber replacement OEM spoiler, and man, this thing is fantastic. Take a look. So aside from these shots, I got tons of pictures, unboxing, full install. And yeah, this thing is awesome. First took it out of the box, I'm like, wow, it looks good. Got it on the car and like, holy crap, this thing is fantastic. It really just sets off the whole front end. I happen to have some carbon fiber wrap on the hood. Couple angles, looks really good in the sun. This thing looks good like all the time, all right? And it's real, all right? It's none of this fake junk. And this isn't some taped on cap with maybe you got to drill some script. No, nothing like that. It is a direct OEM replacement, which is good and bad. The bad news is you've got to do an install. You got to take the front of the car off. However, I was really intimidated by that. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna take the whole front end of the car off? That sounds like crazy. It's not crazy at all. And I'll show you, it's like just a couple screws, couple nuts, and just tons of clips popping off, and that's it. It's really no big deal. You get this front end off, you take the grill off, take the spoiler off, put the new one on, pop it all back on. Like, do not be intimidated by this install. I'm telling you, it's not bad at all. No special tools. You could jack the car up, give you a little bit more room under the wheel well, but I'm telling you, it's not bad. And man, is it worth it. Yeslak currently has a Memorial Day sale going on. 2 separate discount codes, TeslaMark, TeslaMark27. $3.99 or over $3.99 or something like that. You get 27% off. Please use that code. It'll save you the most amount of money, and TeslaMark works at all the best places. Yeslak has all kinds of carbon fiber stuff too, not just this new OEM spoiler, but I don't even have them. Camera covers, mirror caps, they've got spoilers for the back, all kinds of stuff. Check it out. Interior parts too, back of the seat, steering wheel. I mean, it just goes on and on. They've got some really good stuff. They came on really strong with carbon fiber, and they know I love my carbon fiber. Wow, that's some packaging already, huh? Yeah! Oh, man! Oh, look at that! Oh man, is this cool. Oh damn, look at that. Okay, so check it out. Oh man, this thing looks awesome. Wow, this is real carbon fiber, my friends. Okay, so look at this. Oh man, I keep trying to get this thing in the camera, and I want to like show the whole thing, but I want to get a close-up shot also. This looks fantastic. If you can't tell, this is the kind of, I think, the favorite, most popular carbon fiber type. It is, I think they call it a 2x2 weave in gloss. And it is the favorite, most likely, because it just looks the best. Because the carbon fiber pattern here on the 2x2 is so large, and the way the gloss just accentuates and highlights the 3D effect that, you know, carbon fiber, it's you know, it's got 3 dimensions to it there. It just looks so good. Oh my God. Wow, they really did a great job with this. I mean, I'm not finding any flaws on this at all. Man, I love carbon fiber. Yeah, the pattern is nice and even everywhere, and I really appreciate the way they packaged this thing up. Super safe, not a flaw, not a crack, nothing. I cannot wait to get this on the car. This is gonna look so good. All right, let's zip these guys off. 10 millimeter. I think with this wheel and tire setup that I've got, I may have a hard time doing this with them still on the car, or even, you know, I could probably turn the wheel too to each side, but then I got on the ramps. Anyway, we need to take this, and this one off and just kind of get it out of the way so we can get in there and remove a, there's a nut or a bolt here, and then there is one up here also. I might also just be able to jack the car up a little bit to get more room under here. Man, you know, you lower a car and you're gonna run into some issues. Tools like this help. Screwdriver you could use also. Alright, so we got to get that guy off. 8 millimeter. Alright, all the way up here. If you can see, a little hard to show this, there's a 10 millimeter nut in there that we've got to get off. You can see I jacked the car up to give me some clearance. Got this tape here obviously so we don't do any damage. All right. All right, we've got maybe a tornado rolling in. Not 100% sure yet. You know, it's just a warning or a sighting or something. No big deal. No reason to stop working on anything having to do with carbon fiber, right? Okay, so if I haven't said it already, I've got this pan down for a couple reasons. One, if I haven't already put it out yet, I have a disgusting video coming where I hit an animal already dead in the middle of a road on the highway, and luckily it was lower, or I don't know how high exactly, but it basically went under the car, took out the plastic cover, tons of damage to it, all of this area here, and slammed into the front of this battery, basically exploding all over the place. I've spent hours cleaning this already. As you can imagine, it's still not 100% clean. Absolutely disgusting. Anyway, watch for that disgusting horror show of a video. Back to this pan is already off. So if you don't take that off though, which you don't need to, you would need to still take these front fasteners off here. I believe they are 10 millimeter bolts. Everything's like 10 millimeter bolts. And then take these T40 off here. I'm probably going to take these. I'm going to take these T40 off anyway, just to show you guys how it goes. That's probably going to be the best move. Yeah, so I might fasten this back up. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw that out there because if you see something that's not like 100% that needs to be done, or I'm telling you to do, that's what's going on with this car. Honestly, this just happened a couple days ago. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to do this video because there was so much just kind of damage under here, and that it looked like there was a ton of damage anyway under here, and I wasn't really sure. I got really lucky too. I'm going to make a video replacing the OEM plastic pan with a metal one, which I was trying to get before I went on this road trip, but it just wasn't working out. The timing wasn't working out. Let's remove these T40s here, and I might put some of these fasteners back in. I'll see, just to again make it look good for this video. So we've got a nut here is out, up there, the fasteners up here, all the Torx down here. Same on that side. And now everything should just be a series of clips, and we should just be able to pull the bumper off. So let's see how that goes. This just kind of popped right off. Okay, push down on that a little bit to free the bottom. You can see we got this thing mostly off. Remember, this is all like flexible plastic. That's out. Okay. Clips. This box here. Got something nice to set it on. Okay, then we have to unplug this, I think it's called a PWS. This red tab pulls out. Then push down, it pulls right out. What else have we got here? Oh, there's something under there. That might be the PWS actually. Okay, we gotta unplug that guy. Okay. All right, check it out. Just like that. All right, here we go. We've got the front end of the car, and this is what we need to replace. This is the OEM spoiler, and this is the killer new carbon fiber spoiler that it looks like it's going to be a nice direct replacement. Oh man, cannot wait. Okay, so we've got a couple of what look like T40s here, and then otherwise it's just a ton of clips, basically tabs and clips that need to come out, and then we can remove this, and then we need to take these, squeeze them out, and put them in here, and then this harness is going to need to be reattached to the new spoiler. So far does not look so bad. Let me take, all right, let's hit the T40s first. I'm going to start from this side. These look like you just kind of push a little, these you just push the little tab in. Kind of a part of something, but that's not. Yeah, we got to take this grill out. I wasn't sure if we did or not. I didn't think we had to, but it looks like we have to. I think we can still keep this harness on here though. Might be easier to do like one side and then the other side. I'm trying to figure this out as I go. Okay, those released, and All right, check it out. Boom, just like that. Hey, wait, I need that. Forgot to take these out. We got to take all these clips out. So all you got to do is get a pair of pliers. Bigger pair of pliers would probably be easier, but just kind of squeeze it, push it through, boom, just like that. Okay, now, okay. Now, obviously, I have like basically a plastic floor, so I'm not too worried about stuff getting scratched. Even so, I really don't want to scratch the front nose of this. You know, there's some edges that might go down, and I'm kind of moving it around. I don't know, might have a little bit of gravel. I did sweep, but anyway, you know. Okay, so we got an issue here. This is what you get when you get like a pre-production model, you know, because I'm some big famous YouTuber, so everybody sends me stuff first. Actually, that's not true. Yeslak did send me this pretty early. I don't know if they've shipped any others out. If they have, I hope they fixed this, because these fasteners that we took out of the OEM, you know, came out of these little openings here, and they pop in. And, you know, they're supposed to sit there, and we use those to fasten a few different layers of the underside together. However, all of these openings here are huge. They're like way too big for these fasteners to fit. So I'm going to continue with the video, and I am going to have to figure something else out for this particular spoiler, and then assuming they have already either fixed this, I've obviously told them about it. So this step would be to put all of the fasteners back in there. Okay, let's start on this side. Pushing this back in there, and it is going in pretty well. All right, yeah. All right, that went in really nice. Okay, let's get this grill back on. And I want to make sure everything is lined up first. If something is not lined up and you start clamping things down, it's just going to get harder to fix. Okay, everything looks pretty good. Clipping down nicely. Ah, what happened? Got a little bit off there. Okay, still good. Mostly, actually a little bit off. Okay, now look underneath. Oh man. Alright, that looks good. Man, that looks good. Woo-hoo-hoo. So this thing is a little bit of a tight fit, not incredibly, just don't tighten one side down before you get the other screw in. It was just like a little bit off, so I had to loosen this one and kind of shift it over a little bit just to get that screw to go down more straight. It was like really crooked, and you know, don't don't just straight zip it in with one of these. And these were not tight at all when I took them out, so I don't know what the torque is on this thing, but it's gonna be really low. Anyway, tip. Next, we put these little fasteners back in these corners here and here. And you can see the way that they're shaped. Put it in like this to push the spoiler like forward. And actually, you know it goes that way because to get it out, you had to push this little tab, so you want that tab to be up. All right, we've got these two here need to be pushed in. Okay, that fits nicely. Good, good, good. Okay. All right, so aside from these openings here, which are like, you know, way too big, this thing fits like really nicely. All right, let's get this back on the car. All right, let's see how this goes. Probably be easier if I have someone to help me. Just kind of focusing on this area to line up. Okay. Just kind of making sure things are in the general vicinity where they need to go. Right. I didn't plug anything in. Okay. You got two things to plug in, if you remember. Let's see if I can do that without pulling this back off. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Alright, I was able to plug those two things in. You remember. Alright, this lower pan here, this should just come off because in looking how it has to go in, these tabs and the tabs that are on the lower spoiler, they, you know, they like alternate, which is difficult to try to line up when putting this in. I am going to put that on after I get this kind of snapped in. Okay, that gets pushed in. That gets pushed straight in. These holes are all lined up nicely. Okay, push that in. This should just go straight in. Okay, had to push pretty hard, but got it in. All right, everything is lined up down here with these. You know, we have to put these tabs back in. We got to put that screw back in there. This one was a little bit tricky to get in. I mean, I couldn't even get it in the camera. I had to get my fingers like in there. It's not that bad, but worst comes to worst, you jack up the car more. You can pull more of the tabs out of this fender well and drop everything down, and it's really clear, like clear access and everything, but you know, up to you. Before we put this nut back in, we've got to get that lower pan all lined up. Like I said, I'm taking it off and then putting it back on. It's going to be easier to move the pan around to get it just where we need it to go, rather than the entire front of the car, front nose of the car. Let's try to line this up. Again, I should have those fasteners in here, but I don't because, you know, whatever. Pre-production, blah, blah, blah. But this is how it goes in. You see how these go behind this and these go behind this. And we got to make sure they are all aligned. Flip over there. And so this side is going in nicely. Right over here. So I'm going to thread this one in a little bit just to kind of hold it up. And same with this one, and if you watch my other video, you'll see why this is all completely torn up. A little bit of an accident with a freshly dead animal. A lot of fun. So yeah, I've got a big fender washer on there just to kind of hold it up. Now let me show you what's going on in the corners here. This actually came out. This goes in here, if you recall. And it's a little bit hard to kind of line up under the car because this has to tuck in there, while this goes into that hole there. Okay, and then we get the nut on it. I'm gonna go take care of the other side now. Now we have to make sure, like, this is on the wrong side of the wheel well here. So I think I'm gonna have to release a couple more tabs in here to fold this up. Let me see. Yeah, I think I do.